that off. Hi, loves and my sassy people. How y'all doing today? So, I watch horror animated people, like animated horror stories here. So that's from Wansee to Snarled to Thriller Teller to Mort, Stephen D. I think it's Nightmare Tales, horror short stories. Anybody who pretty much animates anything horror, almost anybody. Now, I know Mort had this problem, and Dark and Twisted has this problem, where their stuff is starting to get demonetized. I think Mort had to start a whole new channel, if I'm not mistaken. If not, somebody can correct me down in the comments below. Y'all let me know. Now, Dark and Twisted is somebody who I am subscribed to and follow, and my phone just went off. Yay. Thank you. He is somebody who I've actually am proud of to where he is for just doing it by himself and not with nobody else. And not working on, and I don't know if it's I think it's most of his stories are original stories, not just off of like somebody else. But the whole point is that he has this series called My Girlfriend Wants to Kill Me, and Her Blood Is on My Hands. And the series that is getting demonetized at the moment is My Girlfriend Wants to Kill Me. It's the part 2 of season 3 from basically the new season of My Girlfriend Wants to Kill Me. That has gotten demonetized. I've actually seen the video before it got taken off of YouTube. I don't know if it's still on or not. I think he took it off. But right now he's on a temporary halt from the series, which kind of sucks because YouTube is being a butt. A whole entire butt about what can be shown and what can't be shown and what's going to get demonetized and all this stuff, trying to protect kids and whatever else and for you to get paid. And it sucks that you cannot be creative on here like you used to be. Because if you show too much blood, you're going to get demonetized. If you show people getting shot, you're going to get demonetized. If you show this, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't. When did this become a place where you can't be creative, or you can't have a freedom of speech type of thing to, like, express how you feel on YouTube? Oh my god. With that being said, anybody who follows me on Twitch knows I normally stream his My Girlfriend Wants to Kill Me. So until he lets me know, or any on his Instagram, until he lets everybody knows where else he's going to be posting his videos, I can't stream it. So and I don't know if he's going to do the same thing with his other series, Her Blood Is on My Hand. I think that the series name, don't quote me on that. I usually react to that on this channel. So until further notice, I cannot react to it until I know where he's going to be posting. Alright, I'm sorry if I'm on camera, my back hurts. Leave me alone. With that being said, as far as I know, Wansee's okay. Wansee, I still fully support. Dark and Twisted, I'm still gonna fully support. Mort, Sion, anybody who does like short horror animation stories, you have my support. Also, another news, my Indecisive Behind decided to open my gaming channel again, which will be up, and I will be putting in the description below, as it's still called Shayla's Games. Has not been changed, but I'll post it back up. That will be where I decide to put Simulacra 2 and any other games that I have recorded on the channel. Videos will be up soon, I just have to edit them. So, as you see, I have a playlist up, and we're going to go ahead and get started with Wansee. So, This one's called Someone Was Living in an Abandoned House by Wansee Entertainment.
My name is Michael, and it happened 2 years ago. I had some friends at the time. Let's call them Dan, Sarah, and Hazel. We decided to make our little party of explorers exploring forests and abandoned structures and such. That day was our first exploration.
Also, point here. Y'all kids must have really been bored to like go through abandoned houses. I don't think in my childhood I went through an abandoned house. I know where I used to live at, there was an abandoned warehouse. We ain't never going there because it's dangerous and it looks creepy, and we wasn't going in that, but it was there. Otherwise, any house that has been abandoned that nobody lives there, I don't think we ever went through it as a child. As a children, as a kid, whatever you want to call us, we wasn't about that life. But anyway, keep moving.
Abandoned house just at the end of my neighborhood. We started walking toward that house and reached it soon. People said that it was built in the 1940s. It had been owned by a man who abandoned it after moving to live in the nursing home, and the house has been left alone since then. We were outside for a while, and Dan says we should go inside. We decided to check out the well first, which was next to the house. The well was stone and round, which looked exactly like the same thing as in the Ring movie. There was a piece of old wood board covering the top. All of a sudden, Dan jumped up on the board like a maniac. Then his leg fell through the small opening.
That's what
if he would have fallen in, we'd have been in big trouble.
That's what you did.
Luckily, he lifted his leg out of the opening and acted like nothing just happened. We went inside, and we could smell a very strong odor emitting from inside the house. It was very gross, but putting smells aside, we came across a bunch of weird things around the house. Clothes packed in a freezer, a fireplace with dolls inside, an upside-down table. It kind of looked like an art museum. Things started to get kind of eerie. Then we entered a bedroom this time, and the roof was almost caved in. Clothes with stains everywhere, and a black ooze.
What is that? That looks like blood coming off the ceiling, or like rusty water. I'm already getting a bad feeling. I don't like that. I'm getting a bad feeling. Like somebody's living there. That ain't supposed to be living there, but somebody's squatting in that house.
Ooze was rolled down across the ceiling. I was going to puke at this point. And at that moment, we heard some distinct chewing sounds. And we freaked out, so we didn't have any choice except we were going outside. But when we left the room, barely, we all froze. A man who wore a scruffy lime green shirt and old gym shorts stood in front of the front door. He seemed like that he didn't shower for a few months. He just stood there and glared at us with a fierce look. He slowly lifted his arm to show us. It looked like a lump of raw meat with the blood still dripping from it. That guy was chewing his arm.
Ew, why?
My legs were shaking. I wanted to cry at that time.
He crazy. Obviously, the man ain't got no... Get out the house. Get out the house. Get out the house. There's 4 of you and there's 1 of him. He can't... What are you going to do? He can't really grab you with his arm. I mean, he can, but... Get up in there. And I'm sure it hurts. It don't hurt to him, obviously, but it's... ooh, that's just nasty. Nasty.
He shouted, "Get the hell out of here," in a hoarse voice, and we ran away. I couldn't believe what it was I saw. After that, I never met the same guy in my neighborhood. We haven't told our parents yet. And I'm still wondering, would he still be there if I visit that house again?
Why would you go back? Hold up, sir. Why would you be going back? What is wrong with you? You just saw this man. You looking right at him. Right at him. In his arm. What is wrong with you? And you want to go back? Next story is called The Creepiest Clown on the Street. Now, I am not here for clowns. I don't care for them. Not really scared of them, but they freak me out. They just freak me out just a bit. And you get not scary, like regular circus clowns, they're fine. Like creepy looking, I want to kill you type clowns, freak me out. So if they get in my face, I'm be ready to punch them. So if you have a clown that's a little creepy, don't, and you come up to me, prepare to get hit in your face or a broken nose. That's all I'm just saying.
This story happened in July in the year 2016. We had the clown scandal in the US, and it was pretty crazy. People would dress up in clown costumes and stalk people, and sometimes even do worse. My friend Miguel and I went to spend the night at our other friend's house, whose name is Milo. We showed up at his house around 3 p.m. We just watched movies and ate snacks, just regular teenager stuff. Milo's house was next to a park, so we would usually go back to our home pretty late and walk the track. After watching movies all day, we eventually got bored of it, so we decided to go to the park and walk around for a bit. When we got to the park, the time was exactly 2:36 a.m. At first, we just walked around, talking about girls at our school and other stuff. After we rounded a corner around the park bathrooms, that's when we saw him.
Nope, out back.
There was a man in a black and white clown costume with no mask on, standing by the swings. He was looking at us with his head slightly tilted over to his right side.
No, demon. Oh, wait. See, y'all say, I don't know why people like to sit there and stare like, oh my God, there's a clown there. No, you will not see me. So, like I said, if I'm around people who like to sit there and investigate, boo boo, you sit there and investigate. You do that. You will not see me next to you. Eyes gone. Mama is gone. Okay? All you gonna hear is, cause, that's even if I'm wearing heels. I can run in heels. I have no problem doing it. You will not see me. I ain't that clumsy to why I trip over stuff, so well, I'm good. Huh. If I see a clown like that, I'm not gonna sit there and say, why is that clown staring at me? What does he want? No, I don't care what he wants. I'm going. Mine.
I mentioned that he had no mask, so we could clearly see his face. The man had a really dirty face with long, black, greasy hair.
Why are y'all still sitting there?
And he had a creepy smile on his face. His smile was almost stretched cheek to cheek. Even though he was pretty far from us, we could still see that he was staring right at us. We got nervous and scared, so we agreed to run back to Milo's house, since we were on the side of the park. We started the countdown in a whisper. 3, 2, 1. And then we started running as fast as we could back to the house. After running for a minute, we made it to Milo's street and started running again toward his house in the middle of the road. When we made it to his house, we turned around to look down the street. And to our horror, we saw the man in the clown costume standing at the end of the road, only illuminated by a streetlight. He wasn't running or walking towards us. He just stood there. However, we are all sure that he followed us. And down in his hand, we were able to see that he was holding a long, sharp kitchen knife. We pounded the front door, ran inside Milo's house, and went into his living room. Milo asked what was going on, so we...
Oh, yeah, just went in the house. Did y'all lock the door? Did y'all lock the windows? Did y'all call the police? Did y'all contact his parents? Something. Don't just run in the house and then trying to explain to him. Don't even explain to him. Just call the police. What is y'all doing?
explain everything that just happened. He has one of those doorbells with a camera in it. So we sat in silence watching the monitor on the wall. We then saw the man walking down the street looking left and right at each of the houses, probably checking to see if we were hiding. That clown guy finally stood just in front of Milo's house. We all got shocked, but we tried not to scream at all. And all of a sudden, he was looking through that camera lens of the doorbell.
That's creepy.
That was the creepiest moment I've ever had before. Luckily, he kept walking down the street, and we never saw him again. And we've never spoke to anyone about this story. And to this day, I wonder what could have happened if we didn't decide to run to Milo's.
Why are y'all asking that stupid question? I wonder what could have happened if y'all didn't go back to your friend's house. Obviously, y'all would be dead. Either y'all would be dead, or one of y'all would be dead. Because whoever outruns that, deuces, I'm sorry. If you fall, eyes out. If you don't get up after I tell you to get up while I'm still running, sorry for you.
House when we did.
Don't know what to tell you. But like I said, obviously you'd be dead. Both of y'all would be dead, one of y'all would be dead, one of y'all would be injured. Either way, somebody better make it to the police. Okay. Next story. Shush. Next story is called True Mad Woman Horror Story. The mad woman was peeking at me from outside of our house. Okay.
One night, I was playing on my phone in my mom's room. I was alone in the room, and I didn't think about anything but concentrated to win in my game. About 3 minutes later, I heard a bang sound outside of the window. I thought it was just some cat, since we had a lot of...
What cat bangs out the window like they're a human being? Let me know in the comments what cat bangs like they sitting there trying to go like, let me in the house. What cat do that? What cat The only time you would hear a cat it like sound like they're hitting the door unless their tails hitting the door or they're clawing at the door. You don't ever hear a cat, dog, or anything knock.
Stray cats on our street. Seconds later, I heard another bang sound again. So this time I checked the window. And what I saw will be in my memory forever. A woman was peeking at my mom's room. To be specific, she was looking at me. I was shocked and I didn't know what to do.
Run out the room, go to your mom's house.
She was sticking to the window, looking straight into my eyes. And it felt like we both stared at each other for an eternity. Luckily, my mom went into the room and I immediately closed the blinds. Mom asked me what I was doing, and I was about to explain what just happened. And all of a sudden, the woman banged on the window 5 times.
You have a phone in here. Why didn't you call the police?
My mom got frightened, but we were home alone at that time, so we didn't know what to do.
Y'all didn't know what to do. Y'all didn't know what to do. What you mean you didn't know what to do? Your mother is an adult. She should have had common sense to call the police. 2, you had a phone in your hand. You could have called the police. Make it make sense, please.
Hey, kid, can you open the window, please? The woman whispered. I don't know why I did, but I opened the blinds, and it was the biggest regret in my life. Now the woman was smiling, but that face was the most horrible thing I've ever seen. I screamed so loud, and she suddenly crawled up the roof. After that, all the neighbors rushed to our house to see what happened, and my mom called the police.
Now she calls the police. Now she decided to call the police. Why didn't you do that when you first saw the woman?
They arrived quickly, and she finally got caught. It turned out that the woman was a pedophile and a wanted serial killer. The police said that the woman sexually harassed 17 children and murdered them.
Wow.
I'll never forget that day.
Nope. We ain't looking at this one, so this will be for our next part. I'm still on the fact that they didn't know what to do. Like, you said, creep a woman at your window, and she's sitting there banging on the window. Your son looks scared. You happen to see her at the window. Y'all grab each other and still don't know what to do. Like, what? Where they do that at? I don't know how she got on the roof, but that's sad that she's a pedophile. No, not that she's a pedophile. Sad that she had to sexualize kids and then kill them. Sad that the kids had to live their life like that, but no. But guys, please check out Wansee. His link will be in the description below, along with the videos. You will see more of him as usual on this channel, and hopefully Dark and Twisted series soon. Hopefully he gets past that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
This sound like what? 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 This